This is gonna be a boring ass Q&A. If you wanna come back and see some hijinks at another time, cool. If you wanna sit there and watch me answer questions that my friends ask me, welcome. Cue some old drone footage. So I asked some friends of mine what questions they would ask me, and there's a whole bunch of them. Some of them deep, some of them not. So let's jump into it, eh? If you could have a dinner date with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be and why? I'd have a dinner date with two people, both my granddads. My dad's dad, whom I'm named after, and my mum's dad. I never got to meet them, and I'd love to just sit there and just talk and learn and laugh and cry. What's something major you've overcome that 16-year-old you thought impossible? My first heartbreak. I thought back when I was 16 that getting over your first major breakup would be like really difficult, and it was. But here we are almost a year later, and I'm in a relatively good spot, I would say. Still sucks, but yeah. If you had enough to be picky, what is the first thing you'd invest in? I'm already investing myself. I would put my money in stocks and in property. All I know is that I wouldn't trade Forex. That's all I know. Who is your favorite heathen? I am my own favorite heathen. Thank you very much. What's a subject you know well enough that you could educate someone else on? Not a strictly just smarts wise, but it could be a subject you like passion wise too. I was gonna say like camera and content creation, photography would be one. I know random facts about like music. Like I have a real passion for music, and like I enjoy watching the process of music and knowing who wrote and produced certain like songs. Yeah, I love that sort of stuff. Music trivia, I love that. I'm pretty sure I can still hum most of Beethoven's Ninth Symphony, even though it's like an hour and a half long. When you get to your goal weight, what's the first thing you want to do if money wasn't a factor? Love myself. No amount of money in the world can help me feel like loving the new shell that I'm in. Why meaning? I don't know. I'm the worst person to ask. Why? Because I'm a man, which also qualifies me to be the best man to kind of answers, because I'm also a man, but I'm not a typical man. Why do you think women like being manipulative? I think everyone's manipulative. Alright? Who's your celebrity crush, man and woman? My male celebrity crush? Idris Elba. My female celebrity crush? Idris Elba. No. Beyonce. I've always loved Beyonce. Was Chris Rock in the wrong or Will Smith? I think everyone was in the wrong. I personally think that the Academy handled it completely wrong. Why was Will still able to accept his Oscar after going up and like blatantly assaulting the host? Maybe Chris shouldn't have said that joke, but as a comedian, it's your joke to kind of just hold the mirror at society and kind of poke fun at everything. I'm sorry, anything's fair game. And if I were to go up and open-handed slap everyone who has said something terrible about me, both appearance wise and mentally and everything else, emotionally, things I can't control, I probably wouldn't be sitting in my room right now. I'd be sitting in a cell. I feel for Will though. I feel like this was probably the straw that broke the camel's back. You know, Will and Jada's personal life was kind of like exposed, and the whole world just kind of like poked fun at him for most of last year. Yeah, it was last year. Yeah, it's just terrible for all parties involved. But now more than ever, I want to go to Chris Rock's show here in August. No August jokes. No August jokes. Who have you worried about the most? This is a pretty deep question. Definitely my parents, easily. Because I'm such a mama's boy. Even though I kind of clash with both my parents a lot of the times. Like, They mean the world to me. Do you think you're prepared to raise a queer or trans child? Short answer, no. And that's because I'm not ready to raise any child. I'm still a child myself. And last question. What colour panties? What panties?